Alright, go ahead and align 3 of the foam boards side by side and then double tape them so they are sturdy. Now, spray the self-adhesive spray evenly on all 3 boards and wait for a few seconds until it feels tacky to the touch. When it does, apply the other 3 boards on top of the adhesive side and retape all 6 boards together for a strong bond. Here I am first spraying the self-adhesive spray evenly on all 3 boards, then I flipped it over on the mattress foam. As you can see, now I'm basically stapling the sides of the mattress foam to the board. But I recommend you use your hot glue gun instead, because during this step some of my staples just came right off. So if I were to do it again, first I'd use the hot glue to glue the sides and press firmly till the glue is dry enough, and then use the staple gun for extra hold. Now I am spraying the self-adhesive spray onto the first mattress foam and then placing the second mattress foam on top. This will provide me with extra cushion, so my headboard will have a better tuft look. You can use only 1 layer of mattress foam if you like. Remember to cut the excess foam from the sides and secure it with hot glue. Now lay your quilt batting and cut the excess off. You may lay 1 layer or 2. I decided to use 1 layer. Flip the board over and hot glue it to the back, and again, cut any excess off. I'm using my staple gun to press on the hot glue so I won't burn my hand. I'm not using it to staple anything. Now, after the batting is placed, it's time for your fabric. Follow the same procedures as the batting, but I do use both glue and staples for a tighter hold. Make sure you are stretching the fabric as far as you can before securing it with the staple or glue, just to ensure a tight fit. That way when you start sewing, you'll create a better tuft look. Here, I pre-planned where I want to place my pearls. Now, I'm going to mark each spot with a pen or marker so I can remove the pearls before stitching so they don't fall off. For step 4, all I'm doing is pre-poking a hole on each of the mark that I made, so it'll be easier for me to determine where to stitch from the back. Now, finally the stitching begins. don't worry, I'll show you a close-up of exactly what I'm doing and how to tie it in the back. Just make sure you tug your string or yarn tight enough. Otherwise, you won't receive that deep tuft look that we're going for. And also, just FYI, I only did 7 across and 4 down, which gave me a square tuft look. If you want a deeper tuft look, then I suggest that you do an extra stitch in each of the boxes, which will give you a X-shaped look. Hopefully I didn't confuse you. But here's the close-up I was talking about earlier. Just poke your needle in, push it hard, and then pull it right back out. You don't have to poke it all the way in if you don't want to. And now, by lifting your board, poke the needle in from the opposite direction and try to match it up with the mark that you made with the pen. And just pull the string through. And slip the needle right back in that hole. And tug it back. Now flip the board over. And again, make sure you are tightening your strings. Tight it as hard as you can tight it. And voila, you're done. Now I went ahead and I did about 3 knots before I cut the string. For demonstration's sake, I only did 1 for this one. And this is how it looks. The top one is the right amount of tug. The bottom one shows a little less tug. So you can see the difference. I did this on purpose. Now, on to our final step, gluing on the beads, or the buttons, whichever you've decided to use. Here, I'm gluing on my pearls. Make sure you're holding them at least 2 minutes when you're using a hot glue gun, otherwise they might come out of place. But after this, you're completely done. Sorry, I forgot to mention, so after the board was done, I used the last foam board that I had, cut it into strips as you can see, and stacked them in 3s with my hot glue gun, and then went ahead and also pasted command strips so I can go ahead and actually hang it on the wall. And now you are finally done. Sorry!